All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Foundations isn't quite here just yet, unfortunately, so no early access for Foundations this time around. Therefore, you'll see Foundations next week from me. I got 10 new brews coming up on Wednesday. Of course, my article here on Friday on CoolStuffInc.com will have all of my info on that. And then next Monday, my video, of course, be the Secret 11th brew as usual. But for now, I got a pretty awesome deck for you. This is a deck that MTG Monies played in the Regional Championship in Europe, I believe, or is going to play, or again, you're in the future, I'm in the past, whatever. But so I'll post it on Twitter. Look really, really cool. This is a Bant version of the Pioneer Landfall deck. Now, we've played a version of this in the past that was 4 colors with Omnath, but the mana was a little rough. So Bant here kind of cleans things up a little bit. And this is a big mana deck using cards like Spelunking and actually Altanak, which is really cool as a rampant growth, to power up your landfall triggers on Nissa and Lotus Cobra. And once all of his mana gets going, you kind of just do your big thing. You get Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, brings all your lands back. The new Capenna lands here are double landfall triggers and great with Lumra. And then, of course, Memory Deluge is kind of like your big way to kind of get everything you need once you have all your mana. And then, of course, you have a loop possible as well. With a Spelunking in play and enough mana and a Port of Karfell, you can keep looping your Lumra, draw your entire deck, and then give haste and pumps with Kenrith, which is pretty cool too. So, that goes sweet. Let's give it a spin.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using the promo code JIM5 at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs, and remember to use the code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
All right, on the play, let's do it. And we got World Tree here, Hideout, Lotus Cobra. That's fun. Cobra on 2. Hopefully it lives. If not, we have things to do. Beza keeps us alive. Rule spell. Dark, Slick Shores, Fairy, Miscreant. I haven't played Pioneer in a bit, but I guess we're at the point now where Fairy Miscreant is seeing play. Sure. Why not? I'm good. Satoru the Infiltrator. This is a 2/3 ninja rogue with menace. Whenever it or another non-token creature ETBs, if none of them were cast or no mana was spent to cast them, draw a card. Are there that many ninjas I mean, obviously they're playing the new Kaido, I would assume, but I mean, I guess we kill Satoru here and just keep them off the card draw train. Could play Beza, but we don't actually have get anything off of it. I guess we gain some life, but we wouldn't actually gain life off this. So let's just do this. We'll just play a Hideout. Let's just get a blue source. I mean, I guess casting Beza or Memory Deluge is the thing we can do too. Certainly more mana efficient. Like just killing Satoru, like yeah, I'm just gonna kill Satoru. If this is wrong, we're kind of wasting some mana here, but typically these ninja tempo whatever decks definitely want to snowball. So you can kind of keep off what they're doing. We have 5 mana available next turn. You can cast Beza. Alright, it's ninja time. So here's a hacker. Take 2, they draw a card. And they play Watery Grave. Actual factual ninjas. Kaido is a pretty sick planeswalker for ninjas, to be fair. Seeing play in standard where there are no ninjas really, but man, they are really doing it. Silver Fur Master. This pumps your ninjas and rogues, sure. I mean, I guess we're just going to play Beza. Like, let's get another probably blue source to hedge for Deluge. So crack this. We'll get an island. Make white. Make white. So Beza is just a 4/5 here, but I think that's fine as far as like actually spending our mana. So we could have also guessed Get Lost and Yorion, but actually sorry, they have more cards than me. We draw cards. Yeah, that's sick. Sure. And then we'll just say go. We obviously want to keep Lotus Cobra in play if possible. Beza holds the ground against these ninjas. Maybe not, I guess. Sure. I mean, I don't think that letting our Lotus Cobra go is a good idea. Next turn we can Deluge and Get Lost. Alright, sure. Do they have more ninjas for me? Fire another hacker. Nope, they have a Prosperous Thief. Okay. They get a treasure, I believe. Sure. And they play a fairy. Alright. I mean, I guess they're doing it, right? Let's play Memory Deluge. Can I Yorion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are one short of Yorion. Yeah, I'll just guess Deluge. We see 2 more removal spells. Have a bunch of lands here already. I mean, I guess we'll just Courtyard, make 2 mana, and Fateful Absence, probably the Silver Fur Master. This will get a Plains. Make some white. Make some white. Yeah. Again, don't really want to lose my Lotus Cobra. We have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana next turn for Yorion. They have like a counterspell or something though. We're just kind of screwed, it feels like. But let's see what happens. I feel like we're definitely not hitting the top end of our deck here. I haven't really hit any rampy effects. All right, yeah, we'll just take 6 here. Blinking Beza is obviously great, especially if there's a creature disparity, which looks like there'll be. Here's the Kaido. It's not good. So, Kaido, of course, the emblem ability really good here. They're going to Ninja again. Okay, so we take a bunch. We go to 6. They get a treasure. They draw a card. I mean, hopefully they play another creature. Feels like they haven't done a lot, but we haven't done a lot either.
Information is its own weapon.
They keep both cards on top and draw. That's probably not good. We draw out. Alright, here's Fabled Passage. I'm going to imagine they have a counterspell on their end. Like, I just can't really imagine otherwise. Crack this. I mean, I guess we're just going to buy Yorion. We will... I should. I was too stupid to buy Yorion pre-combat, but attempt to attack the Kaido. I don't want to lose my Lotus Cobra, so they have Drowner in hand. They could cast and have chosen not to. They have our removal spell here. It's very bad for us. They have Brazen Borrower. That is bad. Alright. I mean, we get to just recast Beza now. And now... Well, they still don't have a creature. They've done a really good job managing their creature count for Beza. Play Beza now. I gain life. And that is it. And they can just tap it and get him for a bunch. Yeah, we're probably dead here, but... We could just get lost twice, I guess. Just get lost the Kaido and one of these creatures. That is probably our best bet. I mean, they're a lot of material, but alright, then we'll just say go. We're out of fetch lands. We have 3, 6, 7, 8 mana next turn. I'm gonna have to do both of these. Kind of ugly. Here's Floodpit Drowner. Kill a Thief. They have this Raisin Bar. I feel like if they just have more spells, it'd be a lot more trouble. They've played basically entirely creatures. They have a lot of freaking permanents in play. Down to 3. They do play a creature. This turns on my Beza for blockers too. That seems like it is pretty good for us. Fire up map. They draw Odawara. That's really annoying. Play a Mockingbird for 0. Man, they are cooking over there. They are definitely cooking. As if I thought they couldn't cook anymore. Alright, we draw a Lumra. That was a really good draw. Now it feels like we can actually do some stuff here. So we need to full control to the World Tree in play. We're going to do a lot this turn. Is it going to be enough? I don't know exactly, but land. Thank you, great. Lumra. This is going to mill and return a bunch of lands. Oh my god, yeah. All the lands come back. Get land. Get. Yorion is pretty sick in this deck. It's Spelunking in play, so I'll be untapped, even much mana imported and stuff, but I think it might be okay here. Alright, so we're going to Beza and then Yorion. Get some fish. Exile all of these. Then these will come back on the end step. All that work they did. So, to be clear, end step, the Lumra, the Beza, the Cobra, we're going to return, get all the lands back again, make a bunch of mana, flashback Memory Deluge, and now we have a bunch of blockers and life and everything, so it's pretty gas. Alright, so, ninjas, I guess, Mystical Dispute. Doesn't even seem good, honestly, because they just don't really cast their spells. I would say let's cut the Cosmic Rebirth. The 4th Beza seems pretty good. And then, like, Elesh, Norn, Knockout Blow. Dispute, again, doesn't seem very good against them. Maybe we want a few, but we're not really leaving up a bunch of blue mana. Yeah, I think this is just fine. I'm just going to stamp at. Alright, that was a game where I feel like my opponent did every single thing that they possibly could and still just didn't win. Which is cool for us, I guess. That's fine. Spelunking's obviously great. A couple more removal spells. Get things going. Here's the Ornithopter. And they're going to Mockingbird their Ornithopter, or probably not, right? Alright, so let's get planes. Alright, so do your thing, I guess. Moon Circuit Hacker, draw a card. Pretty cool card. Not quite as cool as Ninja of Deep Hours, but probably better. We draw another Lumra. Alright, so I guess we just portable hole here and make a land. Goodbye, Hacker. Hello, Island. Fire up Spelunking. And Yorion's really good in this deck. Ninja, Rat. They're going to Prosperous Thief. Get a treasure token, sure. And one factor, sure. So we draw a Ipnu Rivulet. So we can just kill the Thief or play Spelunking. Honestly, we're not doing much the turn. Yeah, we'll just kill this. 3 damage and treasure is pretty important. If they would have counter us, whatever. Better make them use treasure now, so to keep their clock kind of quiet. They want to sack the treasure and draw a card. Cool. Then we can Spelunking next turn and we draw 2-drop. Alright. Bring it on. Come on, Ornithopter. Show them what you got. Hacker, yeah. Hacker's pretty good. Take 3, I draw a card. Oh, it's Kaido too. Okay, that's a problem. Alright, so Kaido's obviously really, really good. The plus ability to get emblems is a big deal. They're going to draw a card, though. Sure. We're already at 10. Yeah, we're probably dead here.
6 different ways.
And the Bina Satoru, we draw a 3rd copy of Lumra. That's not very good for us. Alright, let's try and draw our removal spell here. How about a land? How about it? Well, I think we're dead. If they had just... If they plus 4, 5, 6, 7, we're just dead on board. They just plus the Kaido and activate Vault.
Just try to keep up.
Kaido is really good. Again, this card sees a lot of play in standard with like no ninja synergy at all. Alright, so game 3. Better draw on their part, worse draw on my part for sure, and we're in the draw. Anything change? I don't believe so. This is fun. Wish Knockout Blow was like more effective, but... Alright, on the play. Passage, Port... I mean... We can like Port on 1. No, yeah, it's just too many Taplands. Spelunking. Mulligan into a Mana Confluence Forest. Ugh. Pretty sure we can't go to 5. This is sad. We need to draw a land to do anything. Our deck is like half lands, so sure. Goodbye, Beza. All right, let's just draw a land. Touch land maybe would be great. Ornithopter returns. Ornithopter's doubled up. Second Ornithopter a lot worse than the first. We draw Lotus Cobra. So now we really want to draw land. Any land, please. Any land can give us Spelunking, which can hopefully get some more stuff going. Get Nissa going too. They've interestingly played like 0 removal spells. Like their deck is just all ninjas, which is not how I would think you would want to build a blue-black like tempo deck. You want to cost you some removal spells and stuff, but. Like, if they killed my Lotus Cobra here, I'd be super sad, but they have not killed a creature yet, or maybe discard a card, or countered a spell yet. Creature will end. Sick. Alright, so... is it Nissa, or is it Spelunking? I think it's Nissa, actually. Just double up on the landfall effects. Try and guarantee we have one play. And then next turn we get Spelunking. Hopefully we get lucky and we'll have two looks at a land. And if we find a land, we can really go nuts. Nissa's trigger can find Elf or Elemental, so it finds Beza or Lumra, which is obviously great. Or another Nissa, I guess, which is not great, but... Alright, here comes the Ornithopter. This time it's going to be a Prosperous Thief. That's fine. 13 life. They make a treasure. Please just draw land. We drew a land. So, now we've got 3, 4. We have 6 mana total. Unfortunately, no land in the graveyard for Altanak. Beza is pretty good here. Not really. There's no extra body. Again, my opponent's done a very good job of playing around Beza by holding their creatures and stuff. Beza is just a 4/5 that gains 4 life. I say it draws a card too, right? Yeah, it's fine. Sure, it draws a card. Alright, let's go white. 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 So we Beza with 2 mana left over. We cast Spelunking. We have to get lucky. Yeah, I just cast Beza. Alright, so gain 4, draw a card. It's the best freaking Obstinate bailout of all time. And then I guess we attack. They're not going to be. Let's hold us back. Maybe block. Hey, blocking. It's like we could block the 2/1, so I'll just say go. We are definitely making some forward progress here. We could just cast Altanak next turn, which is kind of funny, but here's Flip It Drowner, sure. Now I'm really glad I didn't attack. They're going to tap the Nissa. I guess they're going to kill the Beza. Okay. Ornithopter getting it again. It's been a fun match so far. Alright, so here's Kaido. Sure. Take a hit. Get a treasure. Play an Odawara. Tap Beza. We would just love to draw a fetch land, honestly. They're going to shuffle in Nissa. Sure, that's fine too. Alright. And play Ornithopter, of course. And play another Ornithopter. Okay. So we draw a Kenrith, the Returned King. I mean, giving Kenrith haste and just attacking Kaido is kind of gas here, actually. We just play this, make a... Actually, if Confluence doesn't matter, but... because casting Spelunking is not particularly exciting. Yeah, sure. Alright. Let's make a mana. Cast Kenny. Not gonna lose my Lotus Cobra here, but this is a pretty good attack. It's got Trample also, so... They could block with like 2 Ornithopters if they want and keep it alive, but that's obviously pretty good for us, I think. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Big blocks. Huge blocks. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Yeah, that's cool. Old K takes the team down. Alright, Emblem.
Never underestimate my
Attack. Take 4. They play a Hearse. Which is annoying, but sure. They draw a score. That's actually pretty cool. So we can use the Altanak to return the storefront if they try and Hearse it, which is kind of cool. Let's Spelunking first, though. Yes. Okay. Sure. So put in the port. Add a mana. Play a storefront. Add a mana. Make it green. Make it green. Buy Yorion. They try and hearse all Altanak. I can just cast Altanak here, actually. Is that just better? Just play a 9/9. I think it's actually better. Just play Altanak here. And then they have hearse. We don't really need the land back anyway. Sure. Alright, let's just pretend we're playing some Dustmore Unlimited and just cast Altanak. Yeah. They hearse. I mean, they could have I'm gonna attack. They could have a flash creature, but that's also fine. Alright, cool. Alright, Altanak stands up pretty well to this Kaido. And then next turn we draw a land, we can Yorion. If we draw a spell, we're also happy, so no bad draws next turn for us. That's the problem with Ornithopters. The first one's pretty good, but the next few are not so good. So, of course, they want to stun Altanak. We draw a card. Great. Draw a card. It's a Port of Karfell. That's the land we need for Yorions. That's cool. Just gonna say, yeah. We draw another Beza. So we are definitely just attacking first. Yeah, sure. This Yorion will probably seal the deal. Yeah. Here's Port.
Definitely lost.
Buy Yorion. Cast Yorion. If it resolves, the game ends. If it doesn't resolve, we're still in fine shape, I think. It does resolve, so choose everything. And then, man, if they had Highbinder here, it'd be so sick. That'd be so cool. And now we just gain some life, and we draw a card Spelunking, and we say go. And I'm pretty sure that's it in one of the more interesting matches of Magic I've played in a while. I feel like if they just had some removal spells, you know, like, they just, like, over the course of 3 games, never killed a creature, countered a spell, maybe discard a card, like, you gotta interact, you know, but cool deck, cool things happening. All right, on the play. That is some hand. I mean, our deck is half lands, and we have white mana to kill our opponent's stuff. This is fine, I guess. It's not great, but I guess we'll get white, and then we'll see if we get blue or green. Obviously, green's more fitting, but white, I mean, obviously we have Portable Hole and Get Lost here, so play a Stomping Ground, we draw an island. So now we'll go to green. Definitely, you know, Lotus Cobra and Nissa are pretty important here. Okay. Burning Tree Emissary into Breakout. Into C-Note Scout. Into land. Sure. I mean, Beza will be pretty good here, obviously. Do we shit the portable hole or just buy? I think just buy Yorion. Like, I'm just gonna buy Yorion. I think more value to be had later. Here's a FOMO. It's like delirium-y, red-greeny stuff. Land for Beza would be awesome. How about another Beza, actually? Alright, so we'll portable hole the FOMO. We're at a pretty healthy 18. I think drawing a white source or a blue source would be a good thing for us. Another Emissary. Another Emissary. And a Wicker Folk. Okay, well, now you probably need to draw a white source. We did not draw a white source. Alright. Yeah, I think we're dead. Unfortunately, we didn't draw a single land. We drew one, I guess, but deck is over half land. Interesting, they play Sokas on, play FOMO, draw a card, rather than just channel for two guys. We'll let them into here. Targeting the Indy. So we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we're dead here, but they had a land. They have a clue to crack. Beza, 4 life, 3 blockers. Is that enough here? I don't think so. Or 2. Well, we draw land anyway, so. Alright, kind of an embarrassing game. We just literally just didn't draw any lands. That's fine, though. We get to bring in 4 knockout blows. And a Beza. And we'll cut, like, probably Deluge, Rebirth. Probably Kenny's unnecessary. Make another Deluge. And cut... I don't even know. Maybe cut a land. Like... We are... Our deck is, like, actually half lands. And... You want the Manadorks, you want the Spelunkings. Beza. Maybe shave an Altanak. I don't know, honestly. I'm going to shave the Ipnu Rivulet. Alright, on the play. This is better. We can keep this. Rule spell into Nissa into Beza is pretty good on the play. Get a planes. Scouting. Interesting, this card is legal in Standard, but I have not seen this card see play in the Standard version of Delirium. Also interesting that we keep this Wicker Folk on top, and I'm not just binning for Delirium, but that's fine. We can Altanak here and ramp a land and get back and Beza on turn 3. Or we can Absence. They're going to break out. Yeah, not bidding the Wicker Folk seems really weird. That's pretty lucky. They find a Burning Emissary. Sure. And a Wicker Folk. This is an attack for 7. Turn 2 on the draw. So options are Altanak a land and play Beza next turn, or Fateful Absence into Nissa. Nissa actually blocks really well here. I mentioned Nissa. So land Nissa, and now we can actually Altanak back a land and cast Beza next turn, and trigger Nissa for a draw. Scout draws a layer of the Hydra. And a Patchwork Beastie. Yeah, alright, so the Nissa 3/3 is just going to hold them back here. And we draw a Lotus Cobra. So if I play Cobra, I can play land, Altanak, mana neutral, play Beza. That's gross. Cool. I'm in. So, Cobra. Land. Make a mana. Make a mana. Altanak's kind of gas in his deck. Turn the Courtyard. search for a forest. And make a white. Make a white. Draw Nissa. Make a white. Make a white. Play Beza. We actually don't get any life because I gained a life off the courtyard, but I think we're fine here. So I think that's going to be the end of the game. Don't think they can come back from this point. Next turn we have Storefront. Seeds of Hope for Planeswalker Inti. That is Delirium. Crack the Cloak. And here comes the Patchwork Beastie. You got it. I'll block. Or Beza, where that came from. Vow and Urge. Yeah, so obviously a great exchange. We just 2-for-1 them and play another Beza. Awesome. We draw Passage. We get to Yorion also. Cool. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we can't Yorion and Beza, but whatever. That's fine. If we draw a Lumra off the Nissa trigger, that'd be pretty sweet. We drew another Beza, sure. Beza is good too. We'll just say go. I think that we are past their next point of actually doing anything. Yeah. So go to game 3. All right. Of course, now though we gotta win a game on the draw. So we'll see how good their hand is. We draw knockup plus gas. Keep. They mulliganed. We have 2 removal spells and some lands. Works for me. We get a plains and a forest. Seeds of Hope. Land Ferocidon. That's annoying, for sure. Burning Tree FOMO. Discarding an Obliterating Bolt. Sure. Well, needs spells here, but that's fine. I mean, knockout blowing the FOMO. I guess knockout blowing anything gives them delirium, but whatever. So, alright, we'll just kill this. So, take 2. We're at 22 life. And we can get lost the Ferocidon. Draw Nissa. I don't love giving them maps, but yeah, I like this better. So I want to be able to go Nissa, fetch land immediately, trigger it, and I can just kill this now. So let's do this. I think we're just going to do it main phase, in case they have some weird, like, Snaking Mill or something like that, which I don't know if they're playing their deck, you know, what do I know, so. There's a Scout. Maps do help them with the delirium and stuff, but they're going to bend the Beastie, and have 6 types in the graveyard. Enchantment, Artifact, Creature, Sorcery, Instant, Land, and Planeswalker, if they want it. They're going to keep that one, though, so. Alright, so we go Nissa. Get ourselves a Plains. I should have probably Passaged, actually. I could have bought Yorion. I'm not sure. Second trigger, get an Elemental. We got the Beza. That's sweet. Alright, so we say go. 20 life and a Beza rolled up. Feels pretty good. They've also shown that, like, this 3/3 blocker is pretty good against them. I'll say the spell here. In a land. Awesome. So if we're to assume they have the +1/+0 and double strike card, that would kill our Nissa. That just makes Beza better, though. I think that's fine. It's better than it killing us later. I guess getting another trigger off Nissa would be pretty nice. So we could try and draw Lumra. Alright, we're not going to block. Take 5. They have 2 play with fires. Wow. That was sick. I mean, now they got nothing left. This is great for us, so. Amusingly enough, they can animate their Den of the Bugbear. Oh, no, never mind. The ability it gains from the actual ability. So, alright, sure. So, here's Beza. We're going to gain 4 and make some fish. Play another Port of Karfell and say, go. Realistically, like, the 4-5 on this board looks pretty nice. We're still at a pretty healthy total, so. In order to use the port, we got to have a World Tree in play, but we can get there. That's definitely the late game plan. We're going to play Ren. Mill 3, return a permanent card among the milled cards, sure. Alright, I mean, they're coming in. We draw Portable Hole. Sure. So just play this. Forest, Portable Hole, buy Yorion, set up for next turn. Yeah. Don't really have a good attack on Ren, so we can next turn attack the Ren maybe, and maybe bounce the Beza. We'll see. It's 2020 right now, so here's the Wicker Folk. It's a 4-3, but not good enough to get through. And they're not getting frisky. All right, so yeah, I mean, it's funny because our hand's like kind of light. We mostly have lands, but like at that point we have stabilized pretty well, so cool. All right, we got a Yorion mirror. All right, bring it on. Hand is pretty good. We can keep. Opponent mulligans. All right, Forest is fine. The one single Mana Confluence. My favorite card, you know? Overgrown, too. Alright, well, we drew Altanak, unfortunately, which, if we had passaged on 1, would have been able to Altanak it back. I wanted to save it for Landfall stuff, so kind of is what it is. We'll just chill on the Altanak. Or not, I guess. Alright, well, whatever. You're Spelunking. Draw a card. And we draw a Plains. Sure. Just put the Plains in and say go. So we can passage, Altanak, back, passage. They're going to Vanishing Verse my Spelunking. Man, it's a brewer's paradise here in Pioneer today. Let me tell you what is going on. We draw Portable Hole. Okay. I guess we'll just say go. That is a lot of verges. I don't know what's going on here, honestly. We could review it ourselves and then buy it back. That seems kind of crazy. All right, let's just get a forest, then Altanak back the land. Okay. Sure. Draw another Spelunking. That's cool. Sure. Start there, I guess. Could draw like a Lotus Cobra or something like that. Don't really know what my opponent's doing, honestly, so here's a Nissa. I feel like if you play Nissa, it is going to die. I think we're just going to say go and just Altanak back the passage again. Cycle headquarters. I am pretty lost. Cavern Souls on Avatar. Must be like an enigmatic incarnation deck, I guess. By Yorion. Sure. The problem here is we don't have any cards in our graveyard. So our Lumra is not super exciting. Do we Altanak back the passage? Or do we just not even bother? Or do we wait and do we just cast Nissa? And then if they try and kill it, we can Altanak back the thing in response. I need to draw another land though. Or you just cast Lumra next turn, which I guess is like fine. Let's just cast Lumra, I guess. Draw Beza. Alright, whatever. Let's just mill 4 lands here, you know? Make life easy for ourselves. Are they going to kill Spelunking in response again? No. Milled over 3 lands. And a World Tree, which is actually gas. So they can tap this for mana before it sacrifices. Great. Okay, so now if we cast Nissa, can't really trigger it. If Deluge, Yorion. Sorry, folks. This is complicated. I guess we just cast Nissa. I guess we can fetch a land and we can Altanak, which will trigger Nissa. Let's just say go. They try and kill Nissa here. We just fetch. Yeah, this is cool. So, nowhere to run. Targets Nissa. We crack this fetch land. We get a land. We make a mana. And then we Altanak back a land, trigger Nissa, get a card off of it. We'll make a mana, I guess. Second trigger. Another Lumra, cool. Third trigger. Yeah, okay. So, nothing to do with our mana, but it's fine. Like, and now we have the full setup. We have the World Tree. I don't have a port yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, I think this game is pretty over. Alright, so let's attack for 10. See how that does for us pretty well. Probably just buy Yorion and cast it, honestly. Sure. Interesting. Took the 10. Alright. We are just singing the verses. Alright, so that's fine, I guess. I mean, yes, they punked us out by versing all of our stuff, but we still have a 4/5 flyer, and they're at 10. I have another Lumra in my hand. I've got a Deluge. They have 5 mana. This game's pretty over. Yes. Let's attack for 4. Play Courtyard. Tap it for green. Play Lumra. This deck's pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. They're going to flanker my graveyard. This is a main deck flanker. I guess. I mean, sure. Like, we could Rivulet. What? Oh, I didn't keep priority. I wanted to Rivulet myself in response, I think, but whatever. Alright. And then we just say go with Deluge up. Sure. This card's pretty ridiculous. Name Avatar. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. That is not good enough. That is not even close to good enough. Yeah. Okay. We can, yeah, this game's over, folks. Thanks for playing. Alright, so enigmatic incarnation stuff. We're gonna want, I guess, the Cuddleize removal spells, obviously. And we definitely want the disputes, the negates, the back to nature, maybe a doppelgang. Elesh Norn seems pretty great. I would say our Bezas are not very exciting. Just cut all of them. Keep a couple kill spells in. Seems fun. Cool with this. This deck does produce some pretty interesting opening hands, but I think this is actually just fine, so we're going to keep. We would like to draw an untap land, so you can do the Altanak thing, but... Sure. Get a Farce. Up the freaking beanstalk. Alright. We draw a negate. Sure. Play Port and say go here. Yeah, we'll hold the fetch line for Nissa. We can maybe set up for Altanak. Thought sees me. Sure, that's fine. It's pretty good. Take a negate, sure. Sure, do your thing. And they get lost. Okay. So we draw a Fateful Absence. So, we'll just land. I would say we're going to Altanak now, just to play around there like a graveyard hate card. It's all face up anyway, so. And then I want double blues. Let's get the hideout. Alright. So here's an enigmatic incarnation. They can sack their beanstalk and get a 3-mana enchantment. Creature, sorry. Archon of Emeria. Sure, I guess. We Nissa, it's not very good. Can't cast one spell turn, non-basics EDV tapped. That's all fine, right? We're going to Deluge. We're going to just play lands. Deluge in their turn. I think that I like the redundancy of this deck, where like we just have 8 Lotus Cobras and a bunch of things, whereas like their deck, like they're playing a Yorion deck with, you know, with 75 cards. And they really want to draw beans or enigmatic, or deck doesn't do anything. So, like, it's kind of cool. Alright. Zur is fine. Here's a Deluge. We would like a land. Elesh Norn is interesting. They have a million banishing verses, I guess. It is good against them, but probably worse than just like a something else. World Tree is nice. Playing Nissa and then absencing on their turn. It's pretty cool to kill the Zur. Elesh Norn is kind of good against them. Might be some value in just playing Elesh Norn and just saying go. Sure, just do it. Your turn. Mama. They have a Vanishing Verse. They got it, What are we going to do, you know? They're going to activate the enigmatic into a Death Touch lifelink hexproof creature. You got it. They can't kill Elesh Norn, it just turns off all their cards. Yorion is off, Beanstalk is off, all their ETB stuff is off, so... Alright, so... Oh, I'm sorry, this is permanent? I thought this was a temporary thing. I did not know that. Alright, I might have screwed up then. Maybe I should have just killed this. We draw Lumra, which we get double triggers. Okay. We could block the enigmatic too. Sure. Okay, you sold me. Mill 4. Return. Triggers. All the lands trigger twice, so I gain extra life, but I can't get extra lands, obviously. Because they aren't sacrificed. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't get life's tied to the thing, so... Like my rope is going here, this is very fair. Going as fast as I possibly can. Okay, well, now I have infinite mana. We can just kill the Archon and just do a bunch of stuff next turn. We have the Port going too, so... First, just block the enigmatic if they attack. They did not. Okay, so it says reach. Sick. They just walk into sneaky reach. I think they did. We'll block the Zur. So it doesn't unlock a spell for them. Yeah, that's a shame scoop. Yeah. Sneaky reach strikes again. That big bow and arrow thing is not big enough. Sorry, folks.